There's a special kind of misery that only a truly brutal winter can deliver. The kind that makes you question all your life choices every time you have to dig your car out from a mountain of snow. It's the aching cold in your bones, the sky that stays a stubborn, joyless gray for weeks, and the nagging feeling that the sun has abandoned you for good. For most of us, it's a temporary inconvenience. A few bad storms, a couple of cold weeks, and then it's over. But for the residents of these 10 American cities, that misery isn't just a storm, it's a way of life. This isn't about a little bit of snow or a few chilly days. We're talking about places where winter is so long, so dark, and so unbelievably harsh that it defines the rhythm of existence. From months of polar vortex cold to a shocking lack of sunshine and snowfalls measured in feet, not inches, we're about to show you the places where winter is simply unbearable. So before you even think about packing your bags, you need to see this. Stay tuned, because our #1 spot is a place so relentlessly cold, it's a wonder anyone chooses to live there. Part 10. Boulder, Colorado. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a city that might surprise you. Boulder, Colorado. You're probably thinking of sunny days and outdoor adventures, and you wouldn't be totally wrong. Boulder gets a good amount of sunshine, even in the winter. But don't let that fool you. Hating winter isn't just about hating clouds, it's about hating what falls from them. And in Boulder, what falls is a lot of snow. Sitting at an elevation of over 5,300 feet, Boulder gets hammered with an average of 88 inches of snow every single year. That's over 7 feet of the white stuff you'll be shoveling. This isn't just a gentle dusting either. Boulder is prone to massive, heavy snow dumps that can paralyze the city, dropping a foot or more in a single storm and making a complete mess of your morning commute. The high altitude also means that when it gets cold, it feels way colder. And while the sun might be out, it often just glares off the huge piles of snow, mocking you as you try to chip your car out of a block of ice. The thing about Boulder's winter is its split personality. One day can be sunny and mild, the next a full-blown blizzard. This constant weather whiplash can be just as draining as a consistently gray winter, since you can never really settle in. For anyone who hates the physical labor and unpredictability of snow, Boulder is a beautiful trap. Part 9. Erie, Pennsylvania. Coming in at number 9 is Erie, Pennsylvania, a city that has perfected a special kind of winter torture, the lake effect snow machine. Situated on the shores of Lake Erie, this city is in the absolute prime location to get relentlessly blasted by Mother Nature. When cold air sweeps over the warmer lake waters, it picks up an incredible amount of moisture and just dumps it as staggering amounts of snow. We're talking an average of 101 inches per year, but the average doesn't even tell the whole story. Erie is famous for its shocking, record-breaking snow events. Imagine waking up to find your world has been completely buried. In December 2017, that was the reality for residents when a mind-blowing 53 inches of snow fell in just 30 hours, setting a new state record. That's over 4 feet of snow in a little over a day. Cars disappeared. Doorways were blocked. The city came to a complete standstill. And don't think that was a once-in-a-lifetime storm. Lake effect snow is notoriously unpredictable and can create intense localized blizzards with very little warning. You could be on one side of town with a light dusting while the other side is getting buried under a foot of snow per hour. This constant threat, combined with the damp, bone-chilling cold that comes off the lake, makes winter in Erie a true test of endurance. It's a place where owning a powerful snowblower isn't a luxury. It's a basic survival tool. Part 8. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Sliding into our number 8 spot is Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Nestled on the western shore of Lake Michigan, Milwaukee offers a triple threat for winter haters. It's cold, it's snowy, and it is relentlessly gray. The winter here isn't just a season. It's a long, drawn-out saga of bleakness that can test the sanity of even the most cheerful person. First, the cold. The wind whipping off Lake Michigan is no joke. It adds a vicious bite to already freezing temperatures, creating wind chills that can be dangerously low. The average high in January struggles to even hit the mid-20s, and sub-zero nights are common. But maybe the most soul-crushing part of a Milwaukee winter is the lack of sunshine. Milwaukee is one of the cloudiest major cities in the United States during winter. From November through February, residents are lucky if they see the sun at all. This persistent gray gloom can have a serious impact on your mood, leading to what's known as seasonal affective disorder. And while you're battling the cold and the darkness, you're also dealing with an average of 45 inches of snow. While that might not sound as dramatic as some other cities on our list, it's the consistency that gets you. It's a slow and steady accumulation that never seems to melt, leaving the landscape in a perpetual state of dirty, frozen slush from December until March. Living in Milwaukee in the winter means you better invest in a good sun lamp, a very warm coat, and a high tolerance for the color gray. Part 7. Rochester, New York. At number 7, we head to the heart of New York's infamous snow belt, Rochester. Like its neighbors Buffalo and Syracuse, Rochester is a victim of its geography, positioned perfectly to receive astronomical amounts of lake-effect snow from Lake Ontario. If you're the kind of person who groans at the first sign of flurries, Rochester is your own personal nightmare. The city gets buried under an average of 99 inches of snow each year. That's more than 8 feet. Let that sink in. This isn't just a few big storms. It's a relentless, seemingly endless barrage that starts in November and often doesn't quit until April. The sheer volume of snow transforms daily life into a grueling chore. Your morning routine involves strategic planning just to get out of your driveway. Commutes become treacherous adventures on slick, snow-covered roads. The city is in a constant, expensive battle to clear the streets, but sometimes nature just wins. Beyond the snow, the winters are long and cold. The lake keeps the cloud cover thick and the air damp, creating a chilling cold that seeps into your clothes and settles in your bones. Rochester is a place where the excitement of a snow day died a long time ago, replaced by a weary resignation to the backbreaking reality of digging out day after day, week after week. For those who hate winter, living in Rochester is like being stuck in a snow globe that someone just won't stop shaking. Part 6. Buffalo, New York. Crashing into our list at number 6 is a city whose very name is synonymous with winter misery, Buffalo, New York. If Rochester is stuck in a snow globe, Buffalo is living inside an Arctic hurricane. The city is legendary for its brutal, terrifying blizzards, fueled by the same lake effect phenomenon from Lake Erie that plagues its neighbors, but often with way more intensity. Buffalo gets an average of 94 inches of snow a year, but it's the way that snow arrives that makes it sound bearable. Buffalo specializes in whiteout, blizzard conditions where howling winds and blinding snow combine to create a genuinely dangerous situation. The infamous Blizzard of '77 is part of local lore, a storm that stranded thousands and featured snowdrifts as high as 30 feet. But you don't have to go that far back. In recent years, massive snow events have completely paralyzed the region for days, leading to travel bans and calls for the National Guard. The term thunder snow, a rare event where a snowstorm is so intense it generates thunder and lightning, is something Buffalo residents are grimly familiar with. The cold is just as punishing, with fierce winds off the lake making single-digit temperatures feel like they're deep in the negatives. A winter in Buffalo is a battle. It's you versus a relentless force of nature that can trap you in your home and bury your car. If a swirling vortex of wind and snow is your worst nightmare, then you should never ever move to Buffalo. Okay, we're halfway through our list, and the conditions are only getting more extreme from here. If you're already feeling a chill and you're finding this guide to the nation's winter nightmares useful, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. It helps us keep creating content to help you find your perfect place to live, or in this case, what places to avoid. Now let's get back to the countdown because you won't believe what's waiting at number 1. Part 5. Duluth, Minnesota. At number 5, we travel to the rugged shores of Lake Superior to find Duluth, Minnesota. If the previous cities were a test of endurance, Duluth is an Ironman triathlon of winter survival. This is a place where winter isn't just a season. It's a dominant, defining part of life that is both incredibly harsh and staggeringly long. Duluth gets hit with a double whammy It's brutally cold, and it gets a ton of snow, averaging around 90 inches per year. But it's the duration of the snow cover that's truly soul-crushing. The ground is typically covered in a thick blanket of snow from late November all the way through early April. There is no winter thaw. There is no break. It is just months and months of a frozen, white landscape. And then there's the cold. Perched on a massive hill overlooking the icy expanse of Lake Superior, Duluth is exposed to some of the most frigid air on the continent. The average winter temperature hovers around a dreadful 15 degrees. Temperatures of 20 degree F or 30 degree F aren't uncommon, especially when the wind, known locally as the hawk, comes howling off the lake. Life in Duluth requires a different level of preparedness. People plug in their cars at night to keep the engines from freezing solid. For anyone who hates feeling trapped by snow and chilled to the core, Duluth's winter is a 5-month-long prison sentence. Part 4. Grand Forks, North Dakota. Our number 4 spot takes us to the vast, flat plains of North Dakota, to the city of Grand Forks. If you want to experience a cold that is pure, profound, and profoundly empty, this is the place. Grand Forks is a masterclass in Arctic misery, a city where the winter landscape is as unforgiving as the temperatures. There's nothing to block the wind, and there's nowhere to hide. Grand Forks is often cited as one of the coldest cities in the contiguous United States, and for good reason. The average winter temperature is a mind-numbing 10 degrees F. And that's not the daily low, that's the average for the entire season. January sees average daily highs that struggle to get above 15 degrees, with overnight lows frequently plunging into the negative double digits before you even factor in wind chill. The landscape of the Red River Valley is pancake flat, which means there are no hills or trees to stop the Arctic winds from screaming down from Canada. This creates brutal, skin-flaying wind chills that can make it dangerous to be outside for even a few minutes. The flatness also leads to another winter menace: ground blizzards. Even when it's not snowing, strong winds can pick up loose snow from the ground and create terrifying whiteout conditions, closing roads and stranding drivers. Winter in Grand Forks is a stark, elemental battle against a cold so deep it feels like it's coming from the earth itself. Part 3. Anchorage, Alaska. For our number 3 spot, we're heading north, way north, to Anchorage, Alaska. While other parts of Alaska are technically colder, Anchorage makes our list as a major city where the winter misery is compounded by another oppressive factor: darkness. Living in Anchorage during the winter means enduring not only cold and snow, but also a profound lack of sunlight that is deeply disorienting. Let's talk about the darkness. Because of its high latitude, Anchorage experiences extremely short days in winter. Around the winter solstice in late December, the city gets only about 5.5 hours of daylight. The sun rises late, skims weakly across the horizon, and then sets in the mid-afternoon, plunging the city back into darkness. To make matters worse, Anchorage is also one of the cloudiest cities in the U.S., meaning that even during those few precious daylight hours, the sun is often nowhere to be seen. This perpetual twilight can take a significant psychological toll. Now, combine this darkness with a persistent damp cold, where average temperatures hover around 19 degrees. The city also gets about 78 inches of snow, which, in the low light, creates a stark, monochrome world. Living through an Anchorage winter takes serious mental fortitude to combat the oppressive darkness and a physical resilience to handle the cold and snow. Part 2. Syracuse, New York. We return to the notorious New York snowbelt for our number 2 spot, a city that holds the undisputed crown for the snowiest major city in the entire United States, Syracuse. If your primary hatred of winter is centered on the physical act of shoveling, digging, and plowing, then Syracuse is one of the worst places you could possibly choose to live. The numbers are simply staggering. Syracuse gets buried under an average of 123 inches of snow every year. That is over 10 feet of snow. This isn't a fluke, it's a reliable, yearly onslaught. The city is in the direct path of intense lake-effect snow bands coming off Lake Ontario, which can dump multiple feet in a very short time. In Syracuse, a forecast of a few inches is a calm day. A forecast of a foot is just a regular Tuesday. The sheer volume of snow dominates every aspect of winter life. It dictates travel, closes schools, and creates towering snowbanks that can last well into the spring. The city's snow removal budget is enormous, yet at times even it can't keep up. Beyond the snow, the winters are cloudy and cold, but it's the snow that defines this city. It's a level of snowfall that is hard for outsiders to even comprehend and requires a complete recalibration of what you consider a lot of snow. For those who despise the sight and labor of snow, Syracuse is relentless punishment. Part 1. Minneapolis-St. Paul, Minnesota. And here we are, at the #1 spot. The absolute worst city in America if you hate winter. While some places are snowier and one or two are technically colder, no other major metropolitan area combines the sheer, brutal, and prolonged misery of winter quite like Minneapolis-St. Paul, Minnesota. This is where winter shows you what it's really made of. The Twin Cities are, by a wide margin, the coldest major urban area in the contiguous United States. The average winter high temperature struggles to stay above freezing, and for nearly 2 whole months, the average high doesn't even crack 27 degrees Celsius. Sub-zero temperatures aren't a rare event. They are a regular feature of life, with the cities averaging 25 days a year, where the temperature dips below 0 degrees. But it's the duration that is truly soul-crushing. The cold arrives early and stays late. It's not uncommon for the first snow to fall in October and the last in late April or even May. It is a solid 6 months of winter. On top of the debilitating cold, the cities get over 51 inches of snow, which, combined with the freezing temperatures, means it doesn't melt. It just piles up, turning into icy, dirty mounds that line the streets for months. Life in Minneapolis requires adaptation. The downtown areas are connected by an extensive system of enclosed skyways, so people can get between buildings without stepping outside. People here don't just endure winter, they plan their lives around its brutal reality. For its unique combination of extreme cold, significant snow, and a winter that feels like it will never end, Minneapolis-St. Paul is our #1 city to avoid if you hate winter. That's our list of the 10 cities where winter isn't just a season, but a full-blown assault on your will to live. From the shocking snow dumps in Syracuse and Buffalo, to the profound, dark cold of Anchorage and Minneapolis, these places represent the absolute worst that winter has to offer. We've seen how brutal lake-effect snow can bury a city, how Arctic winds can bring life to a standstill, and how a simple lack of sunshine can make the days feel impossibly bleak. Our top 3, Minneapolis, Syracuse, and Anchorage, each offer their own unique brand of winter torment. But now we want to hear from you. Did we miss a city? Is there a place out there with an even more miserable winter? Let us know in the comments below which city you think has the worst winter in America. And if you enjoyed this video and want more content to help you find the perfect place to call home, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and stay warm out there.